Alright friends, no time to waste, let's get into Tam-Tara. Or, we will in a minute or two. Yep, alright, well, there really isn't anything else for us to do here, is there? We'll run around a bit. I'm not sure if it's one of those instances where, you'll get done and it'll just automatically teleport you out to wherever the story needs you to be when you're out of the dungeon. A lot of times you'll do a main story instance like that, and then it'll just poop you out wherever the hell it wants you to be at that moment, despite wherever you are before you enter the instance. So I feel like that might be one of those instances, honestly. Ah, there we go. That wasn't so long. It was like a minute. Alright, this dungeon, significantly more straightforward than Sistasha's. Oh, look. We got all casters. That's fun. All right, let's get into it. This should be pretty easy, honestly. All right, we're gonna do the same tactic we kind of do in Sistasha. Two group pulls seems to be pretty manageable, so we'll see what happens. And these casters, they should have some AoE available to them. Maybe should have started off with that reprisal. I keep forgetting that I actually have access to that. Actually, I changed my mind. I don't actually. No, you should. Emerald Carbuncle has some AoE on him, I think. Let's grab this guy. Get them all in front of me. It's not that important as a gladiator, but it's definitely good practice to just have them all in front of you. Because one, you'll need that for when you actually level Marauder, because you'll have Overpower, which is in a cone in front of you. But also, it consolidates where the positioning is, so it makes it easier for AoE damage to go off. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like our red mage is taking advantage of the AoE situation here. I think you should have scatter in one of your AoE spells at this level. I feel like you should. Nope, no chest there this time. See, they got rid of a lot of these the chests that are just kind of in the dungeons, which is a little unfortunate. Not sure where our peoples are. Where are our pepples? Oh, the healer's having connection issues. All right. Okie dokie. All right, well. Hopefully they'll be back soon. We'll just cut this out if it takes a while. Hey, they're here. Alright, that didn't take well. Guess they were like having some lag or something. They didn't fully DC. Oh, what was that? I don't know what happened there. Oh, you can stun these guys. I forgot about that. Usually, later on, bosses tend to have all sorts of resistances that prevent you from doing that kind of stuff. And look, a plundered, head. I'm never gonna wear that, honestly. Look, we're about to hit our next level too. Levels go pretty fast in these dungeons, especially if you got like all your EXP buffs stacking from all the gear and stuff you might have. There's this guy in the corner there. Yep, knew that was gonna be a problem. Actually, we'll just move it closer over here. Man, Total Eclipse is so nice. I'm so glad we have that instead of Flash. Although Flash, being able to blind people was also pretty cool too. Hey, look, we got another Foe Striker skirt. They seem to have culled a lot of ethereal gear that you'll just find. Nope. Our healer's lagged again. Feels bad. Oh no, our poor healer. Well, now we definitely know it is definitely a connection issue. I mean, I guess it is a good thing that we do have an Arcanist with us. I'm not sure potions are come off cooldown quick enough for it to be able to sustain me through all this. Otherwise. Hey, look, the healer's back. All right, nice. Okay, no more big pulls. Just due to the fact this healer's having issues. We're just gonna stick with nope. There they go again. It's fine. We got this. I am actually rather impressed that they've managed to stay connected through all this. I mean, I guess we're kind of just winging it, just us three anyway, so I guess we're doing alright. Oh well. We got this, the three of us. Between my high quality potions and your Physick, we got this. I mean, I guess we could also just kick our white mage for having connection issues, but I think we're just doing fine, honestly. I'm kind of really hoping that they'll be able to make it back before we hit the final boss. Nope, they finally DC'd completely. Maybe when they come back, they'll be all better, though. You never know. Oh, this pull's gonna be kind of bleh. Oh, look, they're back. Look at that. Alright, it's alright. I got Rampart. We got this. Well, hopefully they'll make it. They're still kind of, I think they're still in the same spot we left them at. Oh, are they friends? I mean, honestly, it's totally fine. Your backup heals are coming in clutch. Why am I even on my free company tab? I'm not even in my free company yet. Let's ask if we should wait for. Void set stuff. Flooded curious. We don't need that. Actually, I don't know. Alright, let's do it. Yeah, we don't need the Plunder Cures. I like the one we get from the Hollow the Novice. Looks nice. I guess we are pretty lucky we got an Arcanist with us, of all things. Like, their Physick isn't nearly as good as an actual healer's healing spells, but it's enough to keep you sustained in these earlier dungeons. I don't think there's anything particularly special about this boss, except for that. If you get hit with that, I think that's paralysis again. Oh no, you can't stun him. That's too bad. All right, we got this. Oh yeah, we can't even give the commendation to her. That's too bad. I guess they're all friends. That's fine with me. I mean, hey, we got through it in the end. That's all that matters to me. And the answer to my previous question of getting kicked out in a certain spot is no. But we do need to head back to Gridania, so... Actually, let's take the Chocobo Porter there. Oh man, I love how slow this chocobo moves. I swear it moves slower than a normal chocobo. That, or I'm just too used to having increased mount speed in these older zones that it's just messing with my brain. What route are you taking? Oh, I see. Hey, we made it. Alright, let's go. Alright, let's get to Copperbell. Even with the 3-person run, we still got through that dungeon pretty fast. What is this on my bar? What is this? Oh, the dance. Yeah, we should go unlock that real quick while we're here. Welcome back, Chelly. I'm reliably informed that your foray into the Deepcroft was a success. Nor did I expect anything less. Badron's ringing endorsement left me in little doubt as to your capabilities. Even so, you are to be commended. Oh, Lord Luan asked me to pass on his thanks. I must say, it's something of a relief to be able to call upon such a capable adventurer. Sadly, death has become an ever more common occurrence within our fraternity of late. Times being what they are, the guild is constantly inundating with petitions, and we are hard-pressed to find enough hands to deal with them all. While this means no shortage of work for able souls such as yourself, it also provides ample opportunity for the inexperienced to overreach themselves, with predictable consequences. As if to illustrate the point. Avir's gone and it's all your fault. If you hadn't taken you an age to heal him, he would still be alive. But I tried. He bolted out of range before I could finish the spell. You shouldn't have been so hard-pressed in the first place. We should have done more to lighten his burden. To the hells with this pathetic excuse for a party. I'm leaving, and it'd be too soon if I never see your faces again. Goodbye and good riddance. I'm leaving as well. I doubt this comes as any surprise, but I never liked you. I only suffered you for your healing, but you couldn't even do one thing right. Cruel though this might sound, you brought this upon yourself. Oh, and by the way, some parting advice. Get rid of Avir's head. Bury it, cremate it, do whatever the hells you like with it. But for God's sakes, stop carrying it around. It's just get rid of it, alright? Damn, that's harsh. That's like so true to life too. They always blame the healer. Poor healers, man. Wait, don't leave me alone, please. I'm so sorry, Avir. Please forgive me. And having this freaking argument right in the middle of this establishment too. Scenes like this have become all too common. That makes a dozen times in half as many days. Now, you see why I'm grateful for adventures of your experience. I can send women like you on a mission and without worrying that you might not return. Well, not so much at any rate. Speaking of missions, I would entrust you with another. About a bell ago, I received a message from my counterpart in Ul'dah. She seeks the services of a reliable adventurer, and you are nothing if not reliable. If you think you might be interested in this task, say the word and I will be glad to share the details with you. Oh man, we're pumping through these. We're like already like almost halfway through 25. I'm not even gonna equip that level 24 sword then. Oh wait, I need to... I almost left Gridania without picking up the quest. I thought it just automatically put it in my log. Also, I need to go pick up... Alright, before we do the quest, let's go pick up the dance. Just to get that out of the way. And you can't skip these. Nope. I think the backstory behind this is that they want to do like a harvest dance for some festival or something. And they wanted to get the children interested in learning the dance. So they had the carpenter make toys to incentivize them to come and learn the dance. Is basically what's happening. I'm not sure why we're learning the dance too, but why not? Am I right? Hey, look, I summoned rain. I'm such a terrible dancer. Dude, why are you creeping up with your saw drawn? What the hell? You brought a weapon to the sacred dance? The Metron, forgive us. We are surely doomed. I mean, I brought a weapon to the sacred dance too. Do you not see the big ass sword at my hip? It's fine. It's because I brought a weapon to the dance too. I summoned the rain. Well, I mean, if it's a harvest dance, rain's good, right? Unless it's too much rain, then you know, you'd flood. Bad for crops. Probably shouldn't do that. But anyways, we got the dance. Let's go grab the quest. God's Quiver Bow. What is this? Oh, that's the Gunbreaker quest. Level 60. Only 35 levels more to go, guys, and we can unlock Gunbreaker. So, you're not averse to taking a little trip? Wonderful. As I mentioned earlier, the request comes to us from the Adventurers Guild in Old Da. Once you arrive, seek out Mamadi, the proprietress of the Quicksand. Think of her as the Sultaness version of myself. Chances are she'll send you to the midst of danger, but I have every confidence that you will pull through unscathed. Now off you go, Chelly, and good luck. I'm already well acquainted with her. And her friend that has me murder mercenaries in cold blood. Ruby Road Exchange. Welcome to the Quicksand, friend. I'm a tad busy right now. If you wouldn't mind showing yourself to... Oh, it's you, Chelly. And there I was spouting the same tired line. Fiona sent you word that you'd be reporting for duty. She also made a point of calling you the adventurer of the moment. That ain't no small praise coming from her. But you didn't come all this way to listen to my prattle. Doubtless you're eager to get started. So let's talk business, shall we? The petitioner ought to be arriving any moment now. Gods almighty, another second under that sun and I would have been set afire. A tankard of ale, if you'd be so kind. It's Papa Sean! Papa Sean! Excellent timing, Papa Sean. It just so happens the adventurer who'll be handling your petition is here. Oh, why, if it isn't my good friend, Chelly. It does my spirit well to know that you're the one who will be helping us. Mayhap you'd like to apprise Chelly of her mission. Yes, of course. The petition in question was submitted by an acquaintance of mine at Almogina and Sons Mineral Concern. It relates to an unfortunate development at Copperbell Mines. I think I remember hearing about this in your little, Nashashite, problem, right? To be plain, giants have seized control of the place. Oh, never mind, that's not what I heard about at all. That was about goblins. These giants are known as a clan as the Hekatoncharai. The Hekatoncharai. Fearsome creatures who are sealed within the deepest depths of the mines during the bygone Thorn Dynasty. Alas, it seems they have managed to break through the layer of rock which served to imprison them, and now prowl the tunnels where the miners ply their trade. The creatures are justifiably angry about their treatment at the hands of our ancestors, and their presence has forced the suspension of all mining activities on the site. It's no wonder why they're angry. Didn't the Thorn Dynasty come to an end over 300 years ago? You know your history well, my lady. The people of that age used the Hekatana Karais to work their mines. By way of enchanted helms, they were able to bind the ferocious creatures to their will. But as it is oft in the way of such tales, these enchantments eventually failed, and the slaves rose up against their masters. In a desperate bid to contain the unbridled fury of the Hekatana Karai, our ancestors induced the collapse of the mine's lowermost levels, so it was that the Great Giant Revolt was ended, buried beneath the 100,000 tons of rock. Well now, that's got me thinking. I seem to recall there being an article about the Copperbell in the Mithril a fortnight or so ago. It said the mines were being reopened so as to meet the rising demand for building materials. Like as not, our boys dug a bit too deep and freed the giants. Gods, to think the poor creatures are still alive and kicking after 3 centuries, that's a long time to nurse a grudge. They must be seething. Indeed, and that makes them a danger to us all. There will be no mining at Copperbell so long as they remain. For the sake of both peace and prosperity, they must be subdued. This is the task which we would have you undertake. I'm not denying that the mission will be rife with danger, but our need is great, and so I beg you, put an end to this sorry business. Gods bless you. I feared you might have reservations, but I assure you it is for the best. In that case, in case you don't know, Copperbell mines are in Western Thanalan. Do take care, you hear? Oh, and one last thing before you depart. An employee of Abmagina and Sons is presently at the quicksand. The fellow's name is Painted Misa, and he knows the Copperbell mines well. It may behoove you to seek his counsel. I feel like the giants are probably in the right here, but you know, I will kill them. I will murder them dead. Looking for the Painted Misa? You found him. So you're the adventurer who's volunteered to deal with the mess down in Copperbell, are you? You've got guts, miss. I just hope you've got skills to go with them, cause things ain't pretty down there. The Hekatana Karives left the place in a right state, and nary a week after mining resumed. I don't know if you know this, but Copperbell was old when the second old dynasty was still young, and it was abandoned centuries ago. If it hadn't been for the shortage of materials needed for rebuilding the effort, the concern would never have thought to reopen it. We knew full well about the giants beforehand, but the project went ahead anyway. I mean, nothing could possibly survive being buried under a mountain's worth of rock for 3 centuries, right? Wrong. Our miners dug up more than they bargained for. One swing of the pickaxe too many, and they found themselves in the company of giants. Unless we can subdue them, the nation's glorious recovery grind to a halt for want of aught to build with. The stone torches are keeping watch over the entrance in case the giants fancy some sunlight and fresh air. One of them will be able to show you the way in. The hope of the nation's resting on you, friend. Best of luck. Alright. Why doesn't Papa Sean just suit up like he did when we went to go get the crown back and go kill the giants himself? He seems pretty capable. Actually, don't I have a free teleport to Horizon right now? Yeah. Alright, last dungeon on the list of these intro dungeons. And then we can kind of get back to the story and getting the grind on there again. That's one thing that's kind of like I guess it's not that bad. They really stack 3 dungeons like back to back to back on you. Hey look, these two are here again. I have been an adventurer for long years and borne witness to many a pivotal moment in history. Though the times have changed, the essence of our trade has not. Adventuring has always been a quest for self-betterment through challenges freely faced, and ever shall it remain so. As an adventurer becomes more experienced, he will naturally acquire a love of justice and an understanding of the spirit of self-sacrifice. Such experience cannot be measured in any tangible way, yet it is most assuredly shapes who we are, grounded as it is in the decisions we have made on our journey, and their consequences, good or ill. I sense a light within you, young one, and it tells me that you are destined for greatness. Thanks, I think. We found Dolor's bear and his entire party dead. The giants were thorough with their work. Oh! That's kind of sad, actually. I kind of like those three. Wow. Judging by the tracks, it seems they tried to rush a horde of the creatures. I cannot say for sure what drove an inexperienced crew like theirs to throw caution to the wind, but I do have my suspicions. We were all our own worst critics, and our desire to better past achievements can rob us of good sense. Thus do we become given to recklessness. While it is important to have goals, one must not fixate upon them to the exclusion of all else. Do so and one will surely pay the price, as the Lower Bear and his comrades did this day. Man, that's kind of sad. I did not actually pay attention to the fact that that party got decimated here. But wow, that's brutal. Like most of the talk about these kind of early quests is about Edda and how she kind of makes her emergence in the story later on through some side quests. But man, that's brutal. All three of them just dead. There's been an incident inside Copperbell Mines. We're here to ensure you that its effects are contained, but for your own safety, I suggest you stay well away from here. What? You're the adventurer who's volunteered to quell the Hetakura, huh? I didn't think that Papa Shan would be able to find someone so quickly, if at all. The giants are content to wreak havoc inside the mines for now, but it's only a matter of time before they think to come outside. The sooner you see to them, the better. Make ready as best you can, and enter at will. Alright guys, it's time. We're going to avenge Dolores Bear and his comrades. Next video, because we've been going for a while, so see you then. Sayonara. Bye bye.